get into the trailer that way. Didn't you want to explore the surroundings?
It's late at night, and I'm not an owl, bonehead.
At least you could flutter around somewhere else for a change. You scared that old woman to death.
If that's what you want. I'm used to ingratitude.
Luckily, the axle is... locked. I can't get into... Hey!
The truncated unicorn doesn't like Garen.
Unicorn?
No worries. My Ymra is as stoic as an oak.
Take a little rest. We still have a long way ahead of...
How long?
I don't know. I hope everything will turn out...
Don't you worry. The birdman will...
I don't trust this raven.
I'm not talking about the raven. He wears a colourful dress of plumes and is wrapped in stars. And when he plays the flutes, our hearts break from the... It's the song of freedom, Garen. You just have to listen.
Birdman? You mean Arvis, the patron...
Wherever we go, he'll watch over us.
So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
It's not good when things are broken, but that's all I can do. Bigger spells drain too much and I'd perish like a small insect.
But repairing things is definitely...
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things... Just tell me what you want me to fix, but all the components have to be present. So if a jug is broken into 7 shards, and then you'd have to say, I wish, the I wish part.
All right. I wish... You're trying to make a fool out of me?
As long as there are pieces...
Right. Of course not. I hope the fire doesn't lure... It's nice that nobody's accusing me of having... How are you?
So.
Suppose...
Good luck with that. You can come...
Nuri! Aren't you tired too?
Not one bit.
What if the birdman doesn't watch us?
Stop it. I'm going to count the... 1, 2...
By the gods. You
should try for yourself.
There. You forgot one.
I like it much better like that.
Why do you trust the raven?
He just wants to...
He doesn't have a reason and he keeps in...
You're not making it. He is a good bird. And I believe he wants... And you, Garen, will have to learn to trust some...
I am a bird catcher. I'll have a further look at... Gwynling and I used to catch dragonflies and he then proceeded to skewer them. Just a moment, there's something lying there. All right, I wish... Hey! Really very funny.
A nice whale.
Oh, you can do...
Not much anymore.
Are you a a druid.
No, I am Nuri Daranella. Do you command
Well, nothing like that. But I know a different.
Really?
Darian and I were sometimes able to literally blind or watch out.
Whoa, such a beautiful... But do you always use this white powder for your magic?
What powder?
And it doesn't hurt you to summon light? Does the powder lessen your pain?
I really don't.
How are you?
So, you can come.
The wheel is back on the axle. Would you agree to give us a ride for a while now?
You have fixed the wagon. And by Travia, here are the keys to the train. I'll stay at the campfire a little while longer.
Let's go in. This was a nice day.
Oh yeah, like hell it was. I won the oak leaf challenge.
What are we going to do next?
We'll sleep.
Look. This is the white powder the wrinkly woman used to summon the glistening white light. I saw her throwing it into the fire.
Don't touch that. Who knows what it is?
I'll sleep in the bed. You can have the rug.
Huh? What? What was that? That came from outside.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
What's going on?
Two strange figures are looking for us. They don't know where we are yet, but they're threatening Isidar.
Oh no. We must help her.
I have to distract the creatures somehow, or chase them off. I'm not touching the stuff. They'd only slow me down. It's hollow. I hope the powder does what it's supposed to.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to
Please, I can't.
In that case, we can't
Will you?
time.
lie there.
No, please.
Oh,
With the powder in the head, I can easily hurl it into the fire, but I'll have to plug it first so the powder doesn't trickle out. I could seal the opening of the... Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry!
She...
No! No! Ah!
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isida?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
Geron!
The door stays closed. I'd better lay low. I still have the... They'd only slow me. If I go out now, they'll... Fex be with me. It didn't work. Make yourself useful for once. There, now, quickly. I can't reach it. Go on, move. Can you heal animals with...
They can heal themselves.
Wherever did I get...
Geron!
I'm working as fast as... I can do it, Nuri.
Geron!
I can do it.
Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwynling said. And the fairy is the key. Geron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here? Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash? So the blood barrier is not far off?
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Vrathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
This is my friend Geron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham, but the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is Akani's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about then I'll tell you mine.
What business does a knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the blood barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Efferdan immediately.
Did you run into an explorer in the blood barrier, near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
Why don't you buy this?
What use is Akani's trailer? But you make then.
Rondra
And with
Never again will the puppeteer tell this, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck. Nuri's Queen of the Winds has once again defeated the King of the Imps. I'll just take it all. Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days,
What do you think?
I'll try. How about... Have you seen if those demons are still...
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong. They are mighty creatures.
I didn't see anyone following us.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean...
Don't start raining on my... We were able to escape the Seer's creatures. Fate might smile. Now we're back in charge.
Well. Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the god?
Every man follows his destiny. It's...
What's your...
At least it's not being a cursed bad luck charmer. I'm responsible...
Don't you fear the prophecy?
My future hasn't been decided.
No one ever escaped.
Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible. He once was a mighty magician, or the gods chained him to the barge of time, because he tried to be...
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those... I'll have a further look around. Strange contraption.
the owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
Here in the mountains, a bell like this will scare the birds for miles around.
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
My arm is too can't read. Not loud enough to wake somebody inside. Strange contraption.
The owner of the...
It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank. That's much too frail to use as... No time to... Fits exactly.
Fire! Murder! The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Geron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Gram, Grandoline's son. And this is Gram's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Geron of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But...
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
What kind of argument do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Raffling.
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human. I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours. Understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care...
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them.
I'll leave you to it. I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
What's he supposed to do with this? Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely...
All alone? Miss Greenbell, we have to go back and...
No, we can't. Do you want to run directly into the... We have to find the fair. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbell.
Miss Greenbell?
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbell.
How can I help?
Can't you buy the gear for us from Graham? You'd get a horse and everybody would be...
By no means. I'll never do business with that old... He's not honestly asking a ducat for some... Bah.
Why don't you give us part of your gear in...
What's the big idea, my boy? A travelling knight is carrying less than he needs as it is. Besides, none of my items...
Please help us out with half a ducat for the horse and...
I think you've got... No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again.
I thank you, good night.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbell won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me?
Not on your life.
What do you want?
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonder. Here's yours. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, Dwarf.
I'll give you some advice. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burn. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up.
Yes, I know that. Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything? In that case, I have no idea where.
I'll leave you to... That doesn't help very much. The lid makes a perfect... I should keep it. Gwynling taught me how to lure fairies with music. He should have also taught me how to get rid of them again. An elixir against fading. A twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. Nonsense. Doesn't work. No, it's... I could really use some sleep. Doesn't work. Not a single berries, as always. My arm is too Sir Knight,
What is it, my boy?
Ron...
And with you.
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea.
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters! Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to...
I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster, and for that...
Smells like juniper berries. How could that happen?
Who?
Dwarves hate magic, and he won't get his beard dye back this way. Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are womberries in there.
Do you need a healing?
It will be all... I didn't want to upset you.
All right.
Now all I have to do is... Maybe I'll have to... How do I... Good old girl. Can you make use of this, Garate? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garetian? I guess this will have to make do. So, what do you...
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the Blood Barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf. Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
The Blood Barrier. Most impassable of all mountain ranges. What in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here? There wasn't a single danger that didn't lurk here. Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri? The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the black furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. And the path led straight through their camp.
Shh! Nuri! Come over here into the shadows. They can't see us here. That's a whole camp of orcs. If they find us, we're dead.
Raven!
Go on, report. And craw a little less loudly, if you will.
The Red Lake is behind this ridge, but the orcs are everywhere. They are here to perform a ritual. It will take days for them to finish it and leave.
No Red Lake, then?
Nonsense. We haven't journeyed through the Blood Barrier for days just to turn back now.
You want to save the fairy, yet you risk her death. I thought Nuri could trust you. but you're doing exactly what Gwynling asked you to.
Don't worry, Raven. Garen knows exactly what to do. Don't you, Garen?
Of course I do. I'll get you to the fairy scholar in one piece. This can't be true. The orcs will rip us apart.
You'd better hurry.
Is this a human skull? Oh, great. I never meant to rummage through the rubbish of some orc. And to top it off, the effort didn't even yield a pile of rock. I never... And to top...
Janok Braisak Sharas Brakarai. Koka! Rakoirach! Orkash?
I'll relieve you of that. The pony is shivering under its matted mane.
Araikagroch. Sarbroch Uglar Hop. Orkash Drog Zairach.
The rock is bleeding colour. There are cracks in a segment of that rock, but I can't break that off with my bare hands.
Aikuruk, Araiki Rugar Boshrasek, Rurasek, Istrasek, Karkasek. Mora, Ketsushake, Rukai, Zolochai.
I can't reach it. Plus, the orcs would detect me.
Ushai Orkash, Droshak, Schnach Tairach, Groch Roik Haku, Skor Izrak, Taika Karek. Ugran Nomoch, Tairach Takai, Ugran Nomoch, Tarakwash, Hutsmoch Turk, Mokrach, Ochmoch Knach. Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka, Takai, Karka. Oh, okay. Ihr ha Takai, ach.
Reeks of horror. Sure, the drummer is busy, but it's still safer when he's not there. Sure, the drummer is busy, but it's still safer when he's not there. Always let us that goes twice for a dog. This mongrel is in the way. If he wakes up, all will be lost. I'm not going to... The smoke is not a good... I hope it never comes alive in flesh and blood. What a monster! Reeks of horrible weeds. Is this incense for the shamans? I can't reach the water from here. Cold as ice. Fresh water from a... Or so I hope. Huh? The stone colours the water blood red instantly. The stone colours the water blood red instantly, but no one is likely to see that from afar. The smallest and most expensive... The orc idol is silent, but it seems this shaman is waiting for... Up close, it isn't even half as scary. The tree is too high. I can't reach it without any... Perhaps I can bend the tree somehow. I need some kind of grappling hook so the rope will stay attached. It might have been a mistake to cut that up. Better not. I don't think so. I'd rather not. This will... It's already... No time to... I'm out of idea. Wherever did I get... Ugh, full of roaches. Someone should go and clean out that mouth. No time to My rope is too short to rappel down.
Raikagroch, Zarbroch Uglarho, Hogash Drossairach Ogra.
Now it sounds loud and hollow if I knock against the skull cap. What for?
Aikoruk, Araiki Rugar Boshrasek, Grurasek, Istrasek, Karkasek. Moram, Ketsushach Ke Rukai Solochai.
As long as the orcs are still there, I bet. Shields. Are they preparing for a camp? I don't really want to know.
Korka Hakulzach, Groch Jurahir, Knack Tairach. Taika Jorm Darak Baruk Sharas, Tor Aikar Brazorak, Sushjar Dorek Tairach.
I won't get it down this way.
Sharas Brakari Mirik Sosha.
Too obvious.
Zazaroy Vexkaer, Zulochakori, Troch Aika Brazorak. Zurbranok Narak.
How am I supposed to reach that?
Taika Norka Taika Rek.
No, you're too far away. But Pony is it would have to be broken first. I'm not sure. Huh? I'm out of it. He's dancing to the rhythm. Perhaps that's his way of contacting. I guess I could try to bludgeon him from behind, but the shaman would surely notice. Not loud. Maybe. If he wakes up, all will... Any other skill would prove more helpful. The stone colours the water blood red instantly, but no one is likely to see that from afar. All is quiet down there, apart from this horrid drumming. Is that a place for sacred? They've put up all those smoking basins everywhere. Reeks of nonsense. It isn't going to work. I don't think... if he wakes up...
Ushai Orkash Drosha Knach Tairach Groch